Hi guys, welcome to another video from Overbite Gaming, and today we are playing Necromunda Hired Gun. Now, I'm a big Warhammer fan. I'm personally a Marines connector myself. I didn't really go much on Primaris Marines because I felt like, hey, this is a Space Marine. This should be like the best of humanity. Oh, now we have a bigger Space Marine, so you can have to buy more models. Cheers, lads. No, not going for that. I'll stick with my good old regular Marines. Thank you very much. Anyway, sort of off topic. So it's a first-person shooter set in the Warhammer universe, in Necromunda specifically, which is a hive world, which is basically a big industrial world. It's basically a planet-sized factory. And as you get lower down the levels, it becomes more decayed and crime-ridden. And obviously, you get gangs, and that's kind of the basis of the game. You're a hired gun, you have a bounty, you go in and kill gang members, and lots of blood. Now, it was done by Strumont, this Norwegian or from somewhere around there. I don't even know where they're from. Studio. I think they're the same guys that did one of the Space Hulk games. If it's the one I'm thinking of, it follows in my head because it's very similar to that in some respects. So as I say, it's a first-person shooter. Now, the thing you will notice most about this game is the look of it. Overall aesthetic is quite good. It does represent what a hive world is like in the literature. So, you know, yeah, we've obviously got a developer that is in touch with Warhammer, as they've proven on their previous Space Hulk games. So they know what they're doing when it comes to that. Unfortunately, it's a little bit rough around the edges. Some of the textures you will see are quite plain, but they'll be right next to a texture which is pretty sharp. It's just such a mixed bag to the visuals when you get up close to it. It's just, The gameplay itself is probably the best part, and it's no sort of Doom Eternal. So put that out of your mind. But nor is it like some asset-swapped FPS. It's fine. There are some things I like about it, there's some things I don't like about it, there's some things that are really rough about it. For instance, the execution animations. They are janky as hell. Oh. So if you're on a box but the other guy's not on a box, it'd be misaligned. We've seen that in hundreds of games. That's not a huge deal. But the quality of the animation of the execution is pretty bad. It's like it's missing frames. It's really not smooth. It's sometimes hard to tell what the hell is even going on. There's no regenerative health in this. It's all based on picking up shield power and using medkits. You have a limited amount of medkits that you can carry. You have a doggo. You have a doggo which you can call, and then you'll be able to see things that he's sensing. So you'll get red outlines on bad guys, and you can send him off to cause trouble. He is on a cooldown timer though. I think the thing I like most about the gameplay and the weapons is just the ability to upgrade weaponry. You can put a stock on it, you can put a sight on it, you can put a laser on it, you can upgrade the magazine, you can have a handle at the front so you can give it more stability, you can put a sniper scope on it. There's tons you can do, and it all affects what the weapon physically looks like and its stats, obviously. Now, I am one of those people that really fucking hate it. When in the game you're paying out in-game currency and you're putting work in to upgrade like a suit of armor or a weapon, and you get it and you're like, oh man, I got this bag of new gun and it looks exactly the same as your old gun, and you're just like, it does more numbers but I kind of wanted it to look better, you know? Or armor. That's so annoying. You're just like, oh, I've got new armor that looks exactly the same as the old armor. I hate it when games do that. So it's the amount of options you have for upgrading is a real treat. There's a huge variety in weapons, stub guns, auto guns, bolters, melter guns. Yeah, I think yes, I had to think then. What else? Plasma weaponry. You got grenades. Absolutely huge amount. And as I say, you can like fiddle around with them, put modifications on. You can also modify yourself. Early on, you wake up having been augmented bionically to basically keep you alive, and you can spend money on upgrading that. You are capped as to which ones you can put on, so you can't like just bang them all on straight away. Some will unlock. You get a grapple in your arm, so you can sort of swing up places. Very Doom Eternal-like. And it works fine. I haven't had it bin me off. It does seem to teleport you to where you need to be, though. I find that happens a little bit in this game. Like, if you come out of an execution, you're not actually where you were. Or entering an execution, it kind of moves you to where you need to be. It's kind of weird and janky in that regard. You can also upgrade Doggo. So he's got, like, implants as well that you can upgrade, which is pretty cool. And you do unlock weapons as you go. I don't find as many weapons as I thought I would. They generally come from chests. They don't come from like bad guys dropping them. And you can also buy them in a weapons store, which is, you know, par for course. And you go through and do missions, but it's... The problem is the gunplay is the best part about it, but it's still just okay. I mean, they sound nice, there's a lot of blood, but there's just something about the gunplay, it just feels slightly off. I have a real hard time trying to put it into words. It just doesn't feel as natural or as comfortable as something like Doom Eternal does. So it's a little bit jank, the graphics are a little bit jank. Obviously the studio loves Warhammer, so there's passion gone into it. But at the end of the day, I'm as passionate very more about Warhammer, although in my case it's Space Marines and not dirty, filthy cyberpunks. But I'm playing it to have fun with the game, and it's just sometimes it feels like a chore. I know we've had a few reviews go up recently saying, "Oh, it's just a super fun game." It's not that much fun. It is, you know, it's better than like trapping your fingers in the door. You know, it is fun to play it. It's not like the best, most fun game I've ever played, though. Doom is far better if you want a first-person shooter. And it does play very much like Doom. There are lots of enemies coming at you, and you need to be very mobile to stay out of their way a lot of the times. I'm terrible, so I just play it on easy and armor up as much as I can. But, yeah, don't go in expecting like a really polished first-person shooter. It's a little bit jank. It could improve sort of down the line, but I can only review what I've played. It's pretty much brand new out. It is only £35, I believe, so it is cheaper than your AAA, so we're talking AA prices, which takes this thing out of something of the jankiness. Certainly, if you don't have 60 quid to spend on something that's maybe a little bit more polished and you like Warhammer, then why not? I mean, it's fun enough. It's Warhammer. You want to shoot a bolter in a first-person shooter. There you go. It sounds like a bolter. It looks like a bolter. There's just something about the shooting that's just not quite right.
Hurry! I don't like this.
At least to me. I mean, your mileage may very well vary. But I mean, I wouldn't say this is a necessary purchase, even if you're a particular Warhammer fan, because generally speaking, Necromunda is kind of a niche Warhammer product, because it's kind of almost like a starter game, in the fact that you need to have like a 10-man squad or something. It's very small scale, as opposed to obviously the full 40k, where you can, you know, you have dozens upon dozens of minis and, well, not so minis, and which cost hundreds of pounds. So, like, Necromunda is a great way to get into the game, but generally speaking, the appeal of Warhammer is dirty, great, bloody armies colliding. So, it's not my cup of tea. I mean, it's more like the Rogue Trader stuff, and some of the, was it Dark? I can't remember what it's called. It's Dark something, like the RPG. I think fans of that stuff will probably gravitate to it more than I would, because it's more character based and it's less just blood and violence. I mean, for me, we haven't had a better Warhammer game than Warhammer Space Marine, but it's a Space Marine and an Ultramarine, which is what I collect, so it's like they made me a game. Cheers, lads. We really need another one of them. That was so good. Anyway, guys, £35. It's fine. If you want it, get it. You won't, as long as you don't go in expecting Doom Eternal, as I say. Go in expecting something with a little bit jank for a little less money, then I think you'll have an okay time with it. Especially if you know, Necromunda really rings your bell. So that's all from me. Don't comment too harshly on my gameplay in the background. As I say, I'm terrible at Twitch-based shooters, like Doom and this one. I only finished like the first Doom this year, so give me a break. I think I better finish it up before I try and do Eternal. Anyway, guys, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of Necromunda. Am I completely off base in what I just said? The game or the board game, in fact. I mean, Necromunda could produce this whole niche that I never knew was there, and I'm missing out. Also, like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't, which, you know, you liked it, didn't you? But yeah, I'll be back next Saturday. I have no idea what I'm doing. This was the end of my planned games, so we'll see what pops up. Maybe I'll have some shit hot news, like Linus continually giving bad takes about graphics companies and not mentioning prices. But we'll leave it there. Take it easy, guys.